Keukenhof, Lisse, European country. The Keukenhof is the largest garden within the world. It covers a district of 32 hectares and residential to 7 million flowering plants. This garden is placed in Lisse city of Western European country. Keukenhof is additionally thought to be the Garden of Europe. Keukenhof Garden is open solely in spring, from late March to late June. Throughout now the garden displays countless liliaceous plant flowers fully bloom. Except the attractive liliaceous plant bulbs, you'll be able to conjointly see bluebells, hyacinths, narcissi and daffodils. The garden conjointly gift world's largest liliaceous plant show. Gardens of Versailles, France. It is one in every of the foremost stunning and largest gardens within the world. This brilliant garden across 800 hectares of land is an impressive example of formal French garden style. The gardens of Versailles contain 300 hectares of forest, many acres of flower beds, 35 kilometers of canals, 600 fountains and 372 statues. It's conjointly home to 200,000 coiffure and quite 210,000 flowering plants. The Gardens of Versailles were commissioned by Sun King in 1661 and took 40 years for the completion. Its identical importance as that of the palace. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization recognized the Gardens of Versailles and therefore the palace as a World Heritage website in 1979. Gardens of Country House American State Villandry, Indre-et-Loire, France. The popular country house American State Villandry in Indre-et-Loire, France has 6 brilliant gardens. The outstanding gardens of Villandry divided into 6 terraces. The higher terrace options Sun Garden, next terrace contains Water Garden, followed by Decorative Garden, and therefore the lower terrace contains Garden. The Sun Garden within the high terrace contains stunning hayfield plants. This garden is encircled by lime trees. There's a sun-shaped decorative lake within the center of the garden. Non-Nooch Tropical Facility, Pattaya Town, Thailand. The Non-Nooch facility may be a common holiday-maker attraction in Pattaya Town of Asian nation. This 500-acre facility shows largest assortment of flowering plants within the country. The Noonday Nooch Garden contains plants from quite 670 native species. The new Nooch Garden features a symmetrical style. There's a 1.1 kilometer long walk to explore the wonder of this garden. The bonsai, ferns, palms, cactuses and orchids area unit distributed in separate sections within the garden. You'll be able to conjointly see dead cut shrubs whereas walking through the garden. Butchart Gardens, British Columbia, Canada. It is a world notable garden and National Historic website of Canada, situated in Brentwood Bay of British Columbia. This garden contains themed gardens, exotic flowering plants and ponds. Butchart Gardens unfold across 22 hectares and residential to 700 sorts of plant. This garden was designed Henry and Robert Penn Butchart and his partner Jenny Butchart. Once the location of this stunning garden was a quarry in hand by Henry and Robert Penn Butchart. Once the quarry closed 1909, the couples determined to show the land into a good-looking garden. They spent 12 years to planning this garden. From 1921 onward they welcomed guests to their stunning garden. Onward.